if they delayed it or anything. Yes, I will recommend it to my friends and family members.
Okay, I am Wilson 2, full name is Wilson 2, 53 years old. I stay in this Putra Heights, Subanjaya. Actually, first time I saw speed home is in the highway. I saw that this signboard, but I do not know what it is. So just lately, this old tenant, they just select after the expiry of the tenancy. So I try to look for the agent. So I got look for one agent, but I give him chance to find the tenant, but it take long time, no response. So at the same time, I got one friend, they introduced me, they say, why not you can try the speed home? So actually at that time, I didn't know what is speed home. I just simply register one account and just put out the property. Even though that time, I also don't know what the speed home service are. I just put out the property. But I think within few days, I saw got response, sometimes a message coming in, say got people. So from there, I try to understand what is speed home. So from there only I know, oh, speed home is a platform to provide this kind of the service to find the tenant. I think speed home is a very good this kind of the service provider lah. Similarly, like last time, for example, we go to purchase a thing. Every time we go to the retail shop, and when have this platform can buy internet, a lot of things also become simple. Service. So for me, I think speed home is very good. I think this is free. So of course, this is the first step because I also doing business. I know in you can attract this potential tenant to look at the product. So for pay 1 month this commission to the agent. In the speed home, indirectly, I also pay 1 month of course plus some service charge. Of course, the cost I paid out in the return, I got this insurance protection. I think a lot of people maybe not realize what this insurance is. They were thinking maybe a life insurance or what kind of accident insurance. But actually, it's not. This is a protection to sometimes like guarantee I can able to collect my rental. And also sometimes like guarantee if one day the tenant run away, so I can claim the insurance. I think this is very good to the landlord also lah. Yes, actually I had recommended one friend already. She also have put up this property already. Just lately, she told me she also got a potential tenant interested on her property already. Also, I think within 3 weeks time only, she get this potential tenant already. I think now in the process of signing e-agreement already. Can I give one more review comment? I think besides just the advantage I mentioned, introduce people also can earn this commission of 100, even though it's a token. But I think it's good also. And people, if they follow my instruction or they take my advice to do this service, this kind of service, they also get 100. I think this is extra income also lah, both for me and also for this landlord also. It's good.
Okay, so my name is Katrish and I am 25 years old and I am from Kajang. I was actually very surprised that it actually happened, that someone used my link. So yep, I was happy that I got 600 ringgit and yep, it's already given to me. So I am actually very happy. Yes, I am actually satisfied because zero deposit is actually going to help a lot of tenants, especially people like me, where I am very young and I want to rent a house. I'll try my best to rent a house without deposit because deposits are too much, and for a person like me, I just started working and it's going to be hard for me to actually fork out so much money for deposit. But Speed Home has helped me in giving zero deposit, and yep, so I will surely choose Speed Home over other rental platforms. Of course, I already have recommended Speed Home to my friends and family, and yes, I will surely do because Speed Home is a great platform which is going to be something huge in the future. Yeah.
My name is Kenneth. I'm age 29 and I currently reside in Petaling Jaya. I know about Speed Home probably through an ad on the highway, and then I googled it and watched the video and got recommended by a friend to it because he works at Speed Home. Oh, it felt really good because the referral program was easy to understand and it was incentivizing me to assist other landlords who are new to being their first time a landlord to use the platform for the functionalities it provides. Yes, very satisfied, peace of mind every night, and the tenants were great to assess and also communicate before and throughout the process of finding a tenant. Yes, I totally would, because the platform is very easy to use and the support given by the staff is also very friendly, and they are available almost 24/7, and they also are able to support you throughout the process of onboarding a tenant and also the after support.
Okey, selamat datang semua. Boleh dengar ya suara saya? Kalau boleh dengar, minta komen sikit ataupun bagi thumbs up ke ataupun love supaya saya tahu anda boleh dengar clear suara saya. Okey, ada yang dah bagi thumbs up. Kalau ada sesiapa yang boleh lagi dengar ataupun tak dengar ke, komen saya dengar ataupun bagi thumbs up, bagi love so saya tahu anda sedang menonton dengan saya, ada dengan saya malam ni. Alright. Okey. Saya rasa semuanya dah clear. Alright, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Selamat datang kepada penonton yang sedang menonton Speed Home Ringgit Hack Live Show. Apa khabar semua? Saya harap semua dalam keadaan sihat sejahtera, terlindung daripada wabak COVID-19. Walaupun hari ini kes kita masih lagi mencecah belasan ribu, masih lagi 19,000 lebih, tapi tak apa. Kekalkan jaga SOP anda, okey? Dan saya juga nak ucapkan selamat datang kepada penonton yang sedang menonton di Facebook, Twitter, YouTube dan juga Instagram Live, sebab kita bersiaran langsung secara serentak di kesemua platform ini dan juga platform tetamu undangan kita iaitu Financial Faiz di YouTube beliau. Jadi anda wajib tengok. Kalau ada kawan-kawan yang mungkin tak dapat masuk dalam webinar room pada malam ini, boleh ajak diorang untuk menonton di platform yang saya sebutkan tadi, okey? Terlebih dahulu saya nak memperkenalkan diri saya. Nama saya Zulaika dan saya merupakan eksekutif pemasaran hartanah di Speed Home. Okey, dan malam ini insya-Allah kita ada tetamu yang sangat istimewa. Beliau merupakan pakar dalam bidang hartanah, kewangan dan memang sangat sesuai untuk anda, especially anak muda yang join topik kita pada malam ini. Memang anda akan beruntunglah, okey, kerana dia akan share dengan anda mengenai ilmu basic kewangan. Okey, dan insyaAllah dalam masa 1 jam 30 minit ini kita nak kupas topik menarik mengenai tajuk kita iaitu bagaimana cara mudah saya hendak mula bina profil kewangan. Okey, jadi kepada anda, stay tune dengan kita sampailah ke hujung rancangan sebab banyak hadiah menarik juga daripada Speed Home yang kita nak bagi. Okey, dan jika anda ada sebarang komen ataupun soalan yang nak ajukan kepada Speed Home ataupun kepada kita punya speaker pada hari malam ini, just type anda punya soalan di ruangan chat box. Okey, kalau dekat dengan Facebook tu pun boleh type di ruangan komen. Kita akan pick up soalan anda dan kita akan tanya di akhir rancangan nanti untuk sesi Q&A. Okey? Dan berita baik kepada anda yang sedang menonton sekarang ini. Kalaulah kata anda ada kawan-kawan yang mungkin nak menonton di Facebook, Twitter, Instagram dan sebagainya, saya nak bagi anda hadiah buku financial planning itu 3 buku daripada Speed Home, dan apa yang anda perlu buat adalah anda perlu share live ini dengan rakan-rakan anda di seluruh social media platform dan berpeluang untuk menang cabutan bertuah 3 buah buku pengurusan kewangan daripada Speed Home. Okey, tapi bukan itu sahaja hadiah yang kita nak bagi malam ni. Ada lagi hadiah lain yang saya nak berikan, iaitu kalau anda nak menang fire blanket ataupun fire extinguisher, boleh subscribe YouTube channel Speed Home Ringgit Hack dan juga YouTube channel Financial Faiz. Kita akan buat random cabutan bertuah dan anda boleh menang salah satu daripada hadiah ini. Okey? So, sebelum saya serahkan majlis pada malam ini kepada kita punya tetamu undangan, kita nak berkenalan dululah dengan penaja utama kita iaitu Speed Home, iaitu sebuah platform sewaan hartanah, dan saya pasti ramai yang join kita pada malam ni. Ada yang saya tengok daripada Seremban, ada yang datang daripada luar kawasan Selangor, KL, ada kat sini saya tengok daripada Kota Kinabalu, Sabah pun ada. Ada juga yang datang daripada mana ni, daripada Taiping pun ada, orang Perak. Apa khabar orang Perak? Daripada utara pun ada juga saya nampak kat sini. Pastinya anda mungkin tak pernah dengar ataupun tak kenal pasal Speed Home. Jadi saya nak minta izin 5 minit sahaja untuk saya perkenalkan siapakah Speed Home. Alright? Okey. Seterusnya, siapakah Speed Home? Okey, secara ringkas sahaja saya akan perkenalkan sedikitlah pasal Speed Home. Okey, Speed Home ni adalah aplikasi di mana kami tawarkan fungsi sewaan dan juga jual beli hartanah, di mana kebanyakan sewaan kami adalah terdiri daripada hartanah residential lah, okay, bukan komersial macam rumah landed, rumah kondo, apartmen dan sebagainya. Dan kami ni sebenarnya adalah pemudah cara di antara dua pihak, di mana antara landlord dan juga tenant untuk menyewa secara langsung tanpa deposit, dan juga walaupun tak ada deposit, landlord boleh mendapat perlindungan insurans alien sehingga RM42,000. Banyak risiko yang kami alliance tanggung, dan juga banyak juga servis yang kami sediakan. antaranya kalau anda boleh lihat dalam skrin sekarang ini, pertama adalah iklan percuma di dalam kami punya website dan juga app. Yang kedua adalah tontonan rumah percuma melalui home runners. Yang ketiga, saringan latar belakang tenant yang nak menyewa rumah anda. Yang keempat, tanda tangan digital speed sign. Yang kelima, perlindungan lengkap insurans alien sehingga RM42,000. Dan yang terakhir sekali, tuan rumah boleh menikmati percuma kutipan sewa bulanan daripada Speed Home. So semua benda ni adalah percuma sahaja daripada Speed Home. Alright. Seterusnya, mungkin tadi saya cerita pasal servis yang kami sediakan. Mungkin ada yang keliru, mungkin ada yang kurang lagi faham mengenai Speed Home. Saya terangkan sikit lagi perbezaan kami dengan platform-platform lain, iaitu pertama, kami berikan better quality tenant untuk anda. Yang kedua, direct communication di antara landlord dan juga tenant. Yang ketiga, zero deposit. Okey, setakat hari ini platform kami adalah antara yang mula-mula sekali menyediakan servis zero deposit kepada tenant dan juga perlindungan insurans kepada tuan rumah. Yang keempat, viewing management melalui home runners kami. Maksudnya kalau rumah anda dekat KL ataupun dekat Selangor tapi duduk di Penang, boleh sahaja home runners yang tolong wakilkan tuan rumah untuk tunjukkan rumah anda, buat house viewing. Dan last but not least adalah free rental collection, di mana setiap bulan tanpa hidden charge kita akan buat kutipan sewa secara percuma bagi pihak landlord dan juga tenant. Alright, last pasal Speed Home. Okey, kita juga ada beberapa risiko yang kita cover di dalam insurans. Okey, walaupun anda tak ambil deposit daripada tenant, tetapi insurans yang melindungi anda. Dan antara insurans kami yang ada risiko yang kami cover adalah sokongan notis pengusiran, iaitu eviction support, saringan penyewa melalui Experian ataupun dulu nama dia Ramsey. Kemudian kerugian sewa di cover sehingga 2 bulan sewa, dan juga manfaat ketidakkeselesaan ataupun kerosakan kecil macam unpaid utility bill sehingga RM2,000 kita cover. Dan juga last adalah manfaat kecurian dan juga kerosakan major damage dan juga theft kita cover sehingga RM30,000. So total semua risiko ini adalah berjumlah RM42,000. Alright, itu sahaja mengenai Speed Home. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan mengenai kami, mungkin anda boleh tanya nanti, okey? Alright, sekali lagi saya nak tekankan kepada anda untuk share live kita hari ini dengan anda punya rakan-rakan, family, sebab kita nak bagi hadiah buku percuma. Alright, dan anda akan insyaAllah di akhir sesi nanti kita akan buat cabutan betul dan anda akan boleh menang buku ini. Okey. Sebelum kita nak teruskan sesi pada malam ini, saya rasa perlulah saya perkenalkan kita punya tetamu undangan pada malam ini. Tapi sebelum saya nak perkenalkan speaker kita malam ni, sedikit disclaimer, beliau tidak mewakili Speed Home, beliau merupakan panelis undangan kita yang kita jemput khas untuk bagi anda educational content, untuk anda belajar, untuk berkongsi dengan anda mengenai pengalaman beliau mengenai ilmu hartanah, ilmu kewangan, especially ilmu kewangan lah pada malam ini. Jadi saya nak baca sedikitlah biodata beliau. Saya nak perkenalkan kepada anda semua speaker undangan kami, iaitu Tuan Faiz Azmi, iaitu seorang pakar dalam bidang kewangan dan juga hartanah, di mana beliau sudah lama pun berkecimpung di dalam industri ini, lebih kurang 12 tahun, dan beliau ada YouTube channel dia YouTube channel, iaitu Financial Faiz, di mana yang saya tengok dah pun mencecah lebih 50,000 subscribers. So anda boleh juga pergi subscribe YouTube beliau, dan pengalaman beliau sebagai seorang pegawai bank, real estate negotiator, kemudian apa lagi, consultant unit trust, agent takaful. Apa lagi kat sini kalau saya baca berita memang sangat berpengalaman. 12 tahun pengalaman, dan hari ini, malam ini kita jemput beliau untuk bersama dengan anda untuk share mengenai topik bagaimana nak bina profil kewangan. Memang sangat-sangat sesuai lah untuk anda. Kalau tak join tu memang rugi. Okey, saya tak nak melengahkan lagi masa. Saya nak menjemput Tuan Faiz Azmi ataupun lebih dikenali sebagai Financial Faiz dengan brand name beliau. Okey, untuk bersama dengan kita pada malam ini. Dipersilakan. Apa khabar Tuan Faiz?
Khabar baik, Alhamdulillah. Boleh dengar ke
Okey.
semua?
Dengar.
Okay,
Alright, so
dengar,
the
I
stage is
assume semua
yours.
pendengar juga lah. Alright. Okay, thank you very much ya. For the introduction. Again, I nak clarify that I mewakili diri I pada malam ini, bukan mewakili mana-mana pihak. And bila I kata I mewakili I punya advice tu semua tu kadang-kadang akan pijak orang lain punya kepentingan. Okay? But that is why I am here, because I boleh bagi advice yang I rasa lebih baik kepada pengguna. Sebab dekat luar sana tu ada banyak-banyak servis and semua orang nak cari makan and tak ada masalah untuk semua orang nak cari makan. It's okay. It's just that kita sebagai pengguna kena tahu hak kita. Alright. Sebab I nak address satu isu ni, bukan isu lah. Ada orang tanya macam mana speed home buat duit. So in any services, there's no such thing as business yang tak buat duit. If it is tak buat duit, it's actually a charity. And we all know that nama channel I pun Financial Faiz. Orang lain nak buat duit, kita nak jaga duit kita. So macam mana speed home buat duit is important to understand, because bila kita engage a service, apa yang kita bayar tu, kita nak tahu dia kat mana, baru kita tahu dia punya niat. Tak salah nak buat duit, tapi kita kena tahu niat dia. Samalah macam kalau orang pergi buat free talk. Kenapa dia bagi free talk? Okay, maybe sebab it's a preview to dia punya talk yang berbayar. Tak ada masalah nak buat macam itu. Cuma kita sebagai pengguna kena tahu. So, betul ke? Kalau I nak tanya, speed home buat duit based on penjualan insurance. Betul tak? I punya moderator boleh jawab ke?
Sorry.
Boleh dengar ke?
Betul. Kita revenue kita datang daripada insurance sahaja.
Insurance sahaja maknanya I assume it's a general insurance ataupun general insurance from Alliance, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, tak ada masalah as long as we know how they make money, because kalau pengguna dapatkan rental from normal agent, so selalunya kita kena bayar 2.5 bulan deposit plus 1 bulan advance, that's 3.5 bulan. Tapi with speed home, I assume it is only 1 month, betul ke?
There is no deduction anything daripada 1 bulan. Hanya kita ambil sewa bulan pertama tu kita akan beli insurans. So meaning here on the second and third month memang solely duit profit.
Okay, and this duit is charged to the homeowner, betul? Bukannya to the penyewa.
Homeowner untuk beli, untuk subscribe the insurance.
Okay, that's good. Just to clarify, I was a pengguna of Speed Home as a homeowner, and it was a good experience. Tapi again, I just have to mention that sebab kita ada dekat sini, kita kena be transparent apakah kita punya relationship. Tapi hari ini memang I wakilkan diri I. Okay, so jom. I nak jawab satu soalan yang baik ni. Sebelum I go to the actual, sewa berbilik ataupun sewaan seisi rumah, mana yang lebih menguntungkan? Sebab tengok market sekarang susah nak dapat keuntungan. Yang lebih sikit kalau sewaan seisi rumah. Okay, I want to pin this message. Okay, this message is from my YouTube channel itself. I nak pin this message because when it comes to beli rumah, and you niat untuk investkan rumah tu as an investment, you nak sewakan dia, you have a couple of options. You boleh lease, you boleh sewa, ataupun you boleh sewakan kecil-kecilan bilik by bilik. And this will be part of you punya financial planning kejap lagi untuk bina profile, sebab ada implikasi dia when it comes to you sewakan bilik compared to sewakan satu rumah saja. Okay, now kita nak berbalik to the first part, which is our main topic today, which is macam mana nak bina profil keuangan. I assume untuk, it could be anything lah, untuk beli rumah atau untuk beli kereta atau untuk ambil ESB financing. Whatever it is, kita kena tahu objektif kita. Kenapa kita nak buat profil keuangan? Typically, if you talk to a banker or financial like myself, my objektif yang I akan bagi you, kenapa you nak buat profil keuangan is because you want to buat pinjaman. Okay, sebab kalau you tak nak buat pinjaman, bukan nak kata there's no point for you to buat profil keuangan, tapi siapa nak, tak ada siapa pergi, okay, let's say pergi interview, dia nak tengok you punya gaji, dia pergi commitment. Tak ada, there's no such thing. You, okay lah, maybe lah, I baru buat satu topik ni pasal kahwin. Ada orang sebut, nak kahwin, minta secrets. Boleh juga. That's a very good advice actually bila kita fikir-fikir balik kan. It's kind of funny lah, my commenters. Nak kahwin, kita tengok secrets dia, tengok gaji dia. Macam nak apply loan pula. Which is not a bad thing sebab I, dalam video I tu pasal kahwin tu, I ada cakap, kalau dah kahwin, lepas 1, 2, 3 tahun kahwin, baru tahu orang ni, kita punya pasangan tu, ada pinjaman yang dia tak beritahu. Sorry lah sayang, I sebenarnya ada hutang dengan bank, personal loan. I tak cakap dengan you sebab it's a small matter, but now we are in deep trouble. Abang dah hilang kerja. Now ayang kena tolong bayarkan lah sebab ayang tak tahu yang abang tak ada commitment. There you go. So it's a good thing juga sebelum you kahwin, you check orang tu punya secret. So in that sense, that's a profile kewangan. Okay, when we talk about profile, we're talking about both income dan juga komitmen. And when bila cakap pasal komitmen, ada dua. Satu komitmen dengan bank, satu lagi komitmen bukan dengan bank, dengan diri sendirilah. Contohnya apa? Habis tu takkan you tak nak makan, tak nak minum. Habis tu takkan you tak nak pakai pakaian. This baju ni, I beli 2 tahun, 3 tahun lalu. I'm not a big fan of baju. Tapi I ada komitmen lain. Macam I suka makan, I suka tengok Netflix. Those are all commitments. So those are what I call soft commitment lah. Komitmen yang you boleh adjust whenever you want. Tapi sakit lah. Walaupun soft pun masih sakit. Yang hard commitment would be something yang tak boleh adjust suka-suka. Kalau you ada hutang kereta Honda City, sorry lah, I suka pakai contoh Honda City ni sebab it is so similar to a Proton Saga in my opinion. And when people buy a Honda City, macam kenapa dia suka sangat Honda City? Okay, that's just my opinion. Kalau you dah terbeli Honda City, I minta maaf. Okay, it's a good car still. So let's say if you have a commitment for Honda City or any car lah for that matter, for you to change it, it's not easy. Okay, so berbalik kepada income, the most important thing when it comes to a profile kewangan untuk pinjaman is actually income. Macam mana pun kena ada income. Kenapa I sebut income? Sebab there are some people yang ada income, tapi income dia tu bank susah nak recognize. Okay, paling susah nak recognize sekarang ni walaupun duit masuk which is something that I've talked about juga. Sebab sebelum ni I suruh orang pergi buat apa dia panggil lah, this thing. Tapi turns out it can be bad for dia punya commitment, dia punya profile, which is jadi a rider ataupun a driver for ride hailing, macam contohnya Grab ataupun Foodpanda. The reason it is bad, okay, not bad per se lah. The reason it is bad in terms of profile kewangan untuk buat pinjaman is because bank tak boleh nak recognize this income. So you can survive, duit yang you dapat tu you boleh beli apa-apa lah, nak bayar duit motor ke. Kalau you dah ada that loan sebelum you apply for the loan, you dah boleh buat, tak ada masalah. Tapi you nak apply for a new one, very difficult for bank to recognize. Nak beli rumah, tak boleh. So cara dia untuk this one, I'm sorry I started with this one sebab I tahu our audience ni berbahasa Melayu, the banner pun memang bahasa Melayu. So there must be some segelintir of my audience yang buat benda tu. So for you to buat benda tu untuk survive, go ahead. If you ada motor and you sanggup buat benda tu, please, untuk survive. Tapi for the long term, you have to consider a couple of things lah. Contohnya, register an enterprise so that duit tu masuk dalam bank account enterprise you. Lepas tu you boleh apply loan based on that. Itu pun bank masih kurang suka because kalau you pakai cara tu, which now I nak berlompat kepada income orang yang kerja enterprise sebab takkanlah semua orang pergi bawa Foodpanda kan, mesti ada yang kerja sendiri. We call it self-employed. Dia bukan, so to speak, a business owner. It's called a self-employed. They're freelance. Okay, contohnya ada satu klien ni, kerja dia is lukis portrait orang. Lukis portrait orang. So bila dia lukis portrait orang, dia dapat commission, banyak juga. Tapi duit tu masuk dalam account dia, account company dia. Bank cuma consider 10% sahaja duit yang masuk. Contohnya masuk tu sebulan RM15,000. Sebulan tak lari. Bulan depan RM16,000. The month after that RM13,000, rendah sikit. Tapi still, there's 5 angka is a lot of money. You can survive very, very comfortably. But the bank will still only take 10% of you punya income tu, you punya duit kemasukan tu sebagai you punya net income. So kalau RM15,000 on average untuk 6 bulan yang lepas, 10% is RM1,500. RM1,500 nak beli rumah apa? So this is why I wanted to start with income dahulu. Sebab duit yang masuk tu, depending on where it's coming from, is it Foodpanda? Is it freelance yang masuk enterprise? Or is it gaji daripada sendirian berhad? Or gaji daripada MNC? Ataupun yang paling best lah dekat Malaysia ni, yang macam kalau ada di payslip kan, you macam wow, sila. You tak minta pun kita orang dah bagi pinjaman. Apa dia? Kerajaan pay payslip lah. The reason being that payslip kerajaan ni, orang kerajaan susah nak dibuang. Very difficult. For permanent I kena bagi tahu sebab sekarang ni kerajaan punya staff pun ada 2-3 jenis. 2-3 jenis between yang permanent dengan contract. So in this situation, you kena consider jugalah kalau yang contract tu kurang sikit lah compared to yang permanent. Yang permanent tu as ex-bank officer, kita orang punya target the best senang nak buat duit is cari je orang kerajaan yang to be honest tak ada loan lagi dengan angkasa yang kita akan kejar diorang. Typically kalau I tengok payslip orang kerajaan memang akan ada pinjaman. Apa dia buat dengan pinjaman tu adalah dia punya hak lah. Tapi I sebagai ex-bank officer, that is what we did lah. Is it a good thing or bad thing? Okay, ni I nak visit sikit Semua orang kena cek makan. Tak kisah, semua jenis orang kena cek makan. So having said that, as long as benda tak bercanggah dengan undang-undang, then I think it's not a problem. Cuma, again, kita sebagai pengguna, now position I dah berubah. I bukan bank officer lagi. So, kita punya position, kita sebagai consumer, kita kena tahu kenapa orang tu nak cakap dengan kita. Yeah, it's always because dia nak jual something lah. Again, tak salah. Now, once kita dah habis cakap pasal, income, commitment. Tadi I cakap sikit pasal personal loan. Okay. Cakap pasal personal loan based on your income kan. Commitment ni yang selalu masalah. Okay, typically orang yang jumpa I nak dapatkan loan ke apa ke, of course, dia ada income. Kalau you tak kerja, you suruh rumah, you nak apply loan macam mana pun you segan, betul tak? So, what these people do is, okay, I dah ada income. Now, I nak apply for a loan perumahan. Nak beli rumah? Okay. The problem is, that you kena hati-hati. This is not about taking something, it's more about tak nak ambil something. Tadi macam saya cakap tu, bila you dah ada gaji, jerung-jerung, which is us, I bukan banker lagi, so boleh I kata diorang. Diorang ni, KPI dia is untuk jual loan, untuk jual financing. Again, that's their job. So, dia akan cakap macam ni, wah, gaji you 2,500. Kasar you boleh apply for this loan, ASB. You boleh apply for this loan, personal. Dia akan buat scenario for you tau. Dia akan bagi tahu, okay, for example abang ambil personal loan ni bang, nanti abang boleh contoh selalunya beli motor. Sebab I don't know why, to be honest, I tak pernah beli motor. Tapi some people dia bertanya kenapa why not beli motor pakai personal loan against loan kedai. Sebab typically loan motor ni kalau I tak salah, dia tak ada bank-bank besar ni, dia tak nak layan sangat. Dia cuma finance creator lah. So untuk benda-benda motor-motor kecil ni, harga 8,000 sampai 15,000, typically you kena pakai sama ada personal loan, loan kedai ataupun cash, you beli cash. So some people dia nak beli motor, dia akan ambil personal loan. So these are the idea yang bank officer akan bagi dekat you. Itu nombor satu. Nombor dua pula, ASB loan. Okay, ASB loan, you ambil ASB loan ni untuk, dia akan letak idea untuk you kahwin. Okay, abang simpan 5 tahun, nanti abang jual balik. So, it's so complicated. In my opinion, investment should be easy. Tapi kalau dia dah bagi idea dekat itu, sebab yalah, dia nak jual the product, is their KPI. So, you sebagai pengguna kena fahamlah benda ni. Okay, kenapa nak cakap pasal personal loan, ESB loan bila nak beli rumah? Okay. Banyak kali orang datang dekat I, dia datang dengan nak beli rumah, booking dah bayar. Tapi loan belum lepas lagi. Okay, that's normal. Dia bayar booking dulu, baru apply loan. Patutnya dia check dulu dia punya kebolehan untuk apply loan. Tapi tak apa, dia buat terbalik pun tak apalah. Datang dekat I print dia punya C-Kris. I nampak lah, kita orang bank boleh print C-Kris on your behalf. You kena sign document lah. So, kita boleh nampak lah you punya loan apa and berapa installment dia. So, kita ambil you punya income tadi tu, saya cakap tadi tu, bandingkan dengan you punya commitment. And then, tengok macam mana you punya DSR, debt service ratio. I won't get into technical on that yet. Tapi, this debt service ratio ni, dah namanya ratio, nisbah. Debt service tu adalah, debt is hutang, service tu adalah pembayaran. Nisbah pembayaran hutang berbanding dengan you punya income. Kalau lah you pay gaji RM2,500, which is okay for a fresh graduate, okay. You rasa bangga, hebat, power. You pergi beli Honda City tadi, I'm sorry. RM800 sebulan. And then you ambil personal loan lah, you buat apa-apa lah, jalan-jalan, ada orang ambil personal loan untuk berjalan-jalan. RM700, okay dah, RM700. 700 sampai 800 dah RM1,500. RM1,500 bahagi dengan RM2,500 adalah berapa kira-kira. So bank akan tengok benda tu campur dengan berapa hutang you nak ambil. So benda tadi I cakap banyak-banyak tadi pasal income, pasal commitment, kita boil down to just one thing. Satu ni je. DSR, Debt Service Ratio. Nisbah pembayaran hutang you berbanding dengan gaji. Kita nak jaga benda tu. Okay, now let me tell you something. For you to naikkan gaji you daripada gaji RM2,500 nak naik jadi, salah satu cara dia is untuk naikkan gaji lah kan. Bukan senang. Boleh tak you pergi kat bos, saya nak naik gaji, saya nak beli rumah. Mana boleh. Maybe dia bagilah naik RM50. Itu pun zaman-zaman pandemik ni macam mana nak naik gaji banyak sangat kan. Okay, so gaji you tak boleh kacau. Commitment. Okay, this is where I cakap kat you tadi. If you dah beli kereta Honda City tu, how are you supposed to unbeli benda tu? The only way you boleh buat is you boleh jual balik. The problem with cars is that the moment the kereta to hit the tarmac, then you punya, the value of the car will drop so much that kalau you nak jual balik pun, you kena bayar dekat bank untuk settlekan hutang tu. Okay, some people do that lah. Tapi, in my opinion, kenapa buat benda macam tu? Sebelum you sign the letter offer to buy that Honda City or to take that personal loan, please fikir jauh-jauh. Sebab nak bina profil kewangan ni, ikut tajuk kita tu, kalau you tengok poster, cara mudah untuk bina profil kewangan. Cara mudah is you don't do anything. You don't do anything. Gaji, kerja, dapat gaji, just orang ajak beli kereta Honda City. Tak apalah. I ada Myvi buruk, first gen, dia bapak aku nak bagi. Sebab dia tak nak jual. Kalau jual pun dapat RM5,000, better dia bagi aku pakai sekejap. Ada airbag, ada ABS. Okay lah, selamat. Just jangan bawa laju. Dan selamat. So, cara mudah paling senang, cakap, I repeat paling mudah is jangan buat apa-apa. If your aim is to buy a house, contohnya lah. If your aim is to buy a car, you katalah, tak apa Encik Faiz, bapa I dah belikan kereta. Dia antara one of those fathers, parents yang dia dah belikan anak dia seorang satu rumah. Kereta pula, rumah. Dia ada rumah. I tak bayar sewa, rumah tak habis bayar. Now duit I ni memang setakat nak beli kereta lah. And I tak nak beli kereta Honda City. I kata, I nak beli Honda Civic. I want to go up. Dan gaji I RM2,500 tu. Boleh ke? Boleh. Tak ada masalah in terms of gaji. Boleh. And I tak kisah pun. Lepas dah beli Honda Civic ni, I can do whatever I want. Then yes, settle lah. Tapi most people are not so lucky. Betul tak? So we have to jaga our commitment ni dengan baik. Jangan buat apa-apa. Okay. Now, I nak ambil sedikit masa ni untuk check dekat I punya chat box ni sebab ramai sangat. Tadi ada janji kat diorang, I akan jawab. Okay, one by one. Ada kontrak guna service speed home. Okay, actually this one I'm going to put this to moderator to jawab kejap lagi. I will talk to Amir. Tak boleh besarkan khabar. Terasa pakai City. Speed home macam fire insurance? No, speed home is not like fire insurance. It's more like renter's insurance. I believe kalau anything happens to you punya penyewa you lari ke, speed home will reimburse you as a homeowner. Sekejap Okay, yes, actually speed home will jawab soalan ni semua nanti. Okay, can bank recognize rental income from speed home as additional income? Oh, okay. Again, soalan speed home, I'm going to go to Ahmad Zulfadli. Apa beza insurans rumah MRTT versus MLTT? Okay, now this is a very, very good question yang berkait rapat dengan profil kewangan jugalah. Sebab. Okay. Insurans rumah yang typically orang dengar is a fire insurance. This is an insurance yang ada dua pihak akan paksa you ambil. Satu pihak bank. If you nak buy a home using a fire insurance, obviously the bank will want to protect their asset. Let's say lah rumah tu terbakar. You hutang dengan bank, menggunakan rumah tu sebagai cagaran. What happens if rumah tu dah hilang? Bank pun nak ambil balik daripada you tak boleh sebab rumah tu dah ada, dah terbakar. So the bank will require that you sebagai peminjam untuk beli fire insurance. Okay, we're going to be specific here. It's a general insurance. It's generally called fire insurance. Tapi dia bukan untuk fire saja. It could be because of retak ke, tanah tu crack sikit ke, yes, fire insurance will reimburse you. Ada rider-rider yang you boleh tekan. And of course, ada something weird aircraft damage. Can you imagine that? Yeah, of course. Sebab sekarang ni ada banyak high rise, even bungalow pun boleh ada aircraft damage. Kapal terbang tu jatuh. However unlikely it is, it can happen. It has happened. Kapal terbang langgar rumah, kapal terbang kecil je lah. And the house owner is reimbursed through the insurance. Tapi it's in a way macam a way for the insurance company to make money jugalah. Dia jual protection yang unlikely to happen, so unlikely for them to pay out. And even if it does happen, tak sekali-sekali je dia kena bayar, but dia dapat premium, dapat collect premium. So they like to do that. Okay, now why do I want to relate it to MRTT and MLTT? Because most people confuse fire insurance dengan MRTT versus MLTT. Okay, the MRTT, the MLTT ni are actually bank pay products. Mortgage reducing term takaful, MRTT, and MLTT, mortgage level term takaful. Bank pay products yang bukan insurance agents pay product. Okay, I'll get to that kejap lagi. When it comes to MRTT, the keyword is reducing. So maknanya the coverage tu will reduce over the years. So basically if you ambil loan you for 35 years, your MRTT pun you ambil maximum all the way to 35 years. What will happen is you pay coverage tu will reduce along with you punya loan amount. Okay, tak ada masalah dari situ. Masalah dia is kalau bank officer tu in the pursuit of making sure that you sign the letter offer untuk loan tu dengan bank dia, you see, bila you nak apply loan, you will apply 2 or 3 banks lah. I would know because I'm a broker. But the banks will also offer MRTT. Tapi the bank officer boleh adjust. Okay, kita boleh buat protection dia only for 5 years, 10 years or full maximum of 35 years. Tak ada masalah. It's fully customizable. The shorter the tenure, the lower the premium, the cost of buying the insurance. Okay, but the problem is that bila dia tenure is short, there will be a shortfall. Kalaupun you ambil untuk 5 tahun pun and you meninggal dunia pada tahun yang ketiga, the amount of coverage will not, I jamin you, it will not cover the full loan amount. So you punya beneficiary tu, you waris you tu kena bayar the settlement. You kena settlekan dulu sebelum dia dapat pegang rumah tu. So a short term MRTT is not a very good idea, tapi it depends on the situation. Kadang-kadang orang nak beli untuk investment, so tak ada masalah for that. Cuma why do we want to talk about MLTT and also takaful hibah? Okay, because agents dekat luar sana, insurance agents, even myself, they or me or we will talk about ambil takaful hibah in place of MRTT and MLTT. The problem is that this takaful hibah is a cost that you have to pay out of pocket. Okay, kalau MRTT and MLTT yang dijual oleh bank, dibayar oleh you melalui loan. So kalau you beli rumah, you dapat margin pinjaman sebanyak 90% daripada harga rumah. Harga rumah tu 500,000. You dapat pinjaman untuk beli rumah tu 90%, you kena bayar deposit 50,000. Okay, fine. Tapi the bank won't give you just 90%. They will give you about 95%. 5% ni nak bayar lah untuk valuation, legal fee dan juga the MRTT or MLTT yang dijual. So when you buy this MRTT, MLTT, you dah paid upfront, gunakan duit bank yang bank pinjamkan dekat you, so now you berhutang dengan bank sahaja. Okay, not a big problem. Cuma bila you ambil takaful hibah, there will be an added cost for you as a borrower. So basically, tadi kita nak cakap pasal profil kewangan. Ingat tak tadi saya cakap pasal fixed commitment and soft commitment. This is called a soft commitment. You boleh cancel bila-bila. Tak kisahlah kalau nak cancel ke tidak. The problem is, if you do cancel it, you won't have any more protection lah for the house that you just bought. Let's say you punya waris tinggal kat sana, something happens to you, your waris will likely be homeless. So please, plan nak jual after 10 years, padahal my loan 10 years, 35 years, what happen if I die? It's just saya kena sama bayar. I think I dah jawab semua. I minta maaf, I tak tanya I tak baca soalan you in full tadi, but in the quest of me answering you that one liner question, I've managed to answer the whole thing. Betul tak? Tenant, okay. Wow, ada banyak orang tanya pasal MRTT ni. ASPF Kalau harga rumah RM500,000, takaful MRTT MRTT. Okay, Amir is asking, kalau harga rumah RM500,000, takaful MRTT dalam berapa puluh ribu agak-agaknya. Okay, this is a very good question because it shows that Amir, they ada full understanding of how this thing works. Dalam berapa puluh-puluh ribu? Yes, there you go. It's puluh-puluh ribu. Kalau RM500,000 tapi soalan ni kalau nak jawab, kita kena jawab based on you punya umur. If Amir is 25 years old, dia punya MRTT roughly I would say about 10,000 for 450,000 or 500,000 punya coverage. But if Amir is 55, then his MRTT will be in the north of 40,000, 50,000. Now, this is a very good chance for me to talk about this. Profil kewangan ni, it has a function of income, commitment, and satu lagi, age. Someone who is earning 5,000 ringgit at the age of 30 has a much better profile than someone who is earning 5,000 ringgit at the age of 50, for example. There are two reasons. Number one is because when you are older, in this situation 50, you punya maximum tenure untuk meminjam tu is dipendekkan. So typically, as you know, for a mortgage, your maximum tenure is 35 years until the age of 70. But if you are 50, the maximum tenure that you have is only 20 years. For Amir yang umur 25 contohnya, his maximum tenure will be all the way until 35 years lah. He can do this 35-year punya tenure all the way until umur dia 35 tahun. Sebab apa? 35 tahun tambah 35 tahun tenure adalah 70. So he can do it until the age of 35. So if you want to buy a house, you see, it might be a good idea in terms of financing, in terms of maximizing your tenure, before the age of 35. But then again, my one piece of advice lah, in terms of profile kewangan, we still want to stick to the theme. Tema kita, macam mana nak bina profile kewangan yang mudah. Nombor satu tadi saya sebut tadi. Don't do anything, just chill. Don't be too rushed about doing this or that. Number two is think why you want to do something. Okay, why? There are so many people yang cakap dekat I, my coaching, my live coaching sessions, if you guys have caught some of them, they bought the wrong things. And unfortunately, they cannot work those assets. Okay, for example, they bought a property at 500,000. They cannot rent. Okay, the installment would be roughly about 2,005 in beginning. Now OPR dah turun, BR dah turun, so now they are paying maybe 2,000. But OPR dengan BR turun for a good reason. Good as in there is a why it actually went down. Bukan I kata good as in, oh very good, this is a very good good thing for us. No, it's actually a bad thing. The OPR is reduced because economy is slow. Economy is slow, the bank, negara, wants people to borrow because when they borrow, they can spend on things. And when they can spend on things, the money circulates and then the government can tax the money and then they get their own income. And at the same time, people, you spend, instead of people saving the money in their accounts, they spend it. So they want people to make the economy growing. But the OPR going down it means that it's an indicator that economy has slowed down. So they want to make it faster. They want to heat it up. They nak rancakkan lagi. Dia rendahkan OPR. Tapi for us, for peminjam rumah, seronok lah. Tapi at the same time, bila ekonomi dah tak rancak, what happens to your rental income? Sorry, Speed Home, but that is the reality. Rental income is on the slower side. Okay, but I guess this is where of service lah to homeowner, because I believe dia punya charges for the client for the penyewa is only 1 month punya rental. I think 1 month will be part of the rental juga lah. So I sebagai penyewa, contohnya, if I go with Speed Home punya rumah, maknanya homeowner tu gunakan service Speed Home, I don't have to pay anything. I just pay the rental 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sampai 12. Tenant, homeowner tu lah yang nak kena jaga benda ni. But then again, hold on a second. Okay, but then again, if you pakai standard, if I sebagai penyewa pergi dekat homeowner yang pakai standard punya setup, then I will have to pay 3.5 months. So it makes it easier for all parties. So when it comes to business, Speed Home is trying to be a win-win for penyewa and yang menyewakan tu, dan juga for them lah, they get something. Okay, tak apa, win-win-win lah. Okay, tak apa, that's how they run the business. But in terms of nak berbalik kepada economy and rental and installment, people yang buy a home sekarang, bought a home to rent out, they're having a somewhat difficult time lah when it comes to economy slow down. So having said that, you nak jual pun tak boleh sekarang, is a bad time to jual. Again, berbalik kepada kalau you nak senang, tak payah buat apa-apa. It's so weird. I can say this because I'm not selling you anything like that sense. Tapi if you talk to people who are selling a property or selling a personal loan, of course they have different ideas. You see, we have to celebrate these differences. I tak kata I betul, dia salah, I betul, whatever. No, I'm saying that you as a consumer, you definitely have to know your rights. And you cannot believe me juga lah 100%, because what am I doing here at 9 p.m. in my office? There must be something for me juga lah. But as long as you know, my advice, as long as you know where this person who talks to me is getting their money from, then it's good. Then it's good that you boleh, you tahulah niat dia dekat mana. Is he talking to me so that he can send me something and get a commission? Because if he does, then I kena berjaga-jaga sikit lah. The reason I nak cakap benda ni sebab dia berkait rapat lah. You see a lot of people yang buat silap in terms of financial planning, in terms of profile kewangan dia adalah sebab dia dengar lah cakap all these people. Dia masuk ke idea, tadi saya sebut pasal ambil ASB untuk kahwin, ambil itu untuk ni, ambil personal loan untuk kahwin, macam-macam lah. Tapi they get their commission awal-awal. Again, tak salah, tapi now 2 or 3 years down the line, baru dia cakap, alamak, patut I tak ambil lah that personal loan untuk kahwin. Menyesal, okay, too late, you tak boleh go back to the banker or to the bank officer untuk cancel, untuk reverse the whole thing. Tak boleh. All you can do is you can stop the financing. Tapi again, kalau personal loan tu dah habis dia punya personal loan, dia punya duit yang you dah pakai tu, yang dah pinjam tu dah habiskan pada majlis perkahwinan, contohnya, mana boleh you nak pusing balik? Tak boleh kan? Okay. TC Gun, will there be difference if the political stability on housing? In general, let me tell you something about houses. Property market, they are very slow. Very, very slow. Whatever happens today will affect the property market a bit slower, much slower compared to stocks, for example. Today, before they announce anything, in terms of pertukaran itu, pertukaran ini, these people, they know something lah. These people in the industry, they know something and they will reflect that changes, that sentiment, even before the market closes at 4 p.m. They will change. Nanti you tengok, kalau you not in the game, you tahu, kenapa indeks itu kan lah? Turns out malam ni pukul 8.30 ada berita pertukaran itulah, pertukaran inilah, in terms of politics. That one is for shares, because they are very fast and very quick. But when it comes to property, I'm so sorry lah. Whatever effects that you're seeing today, property overhang, for example, it has been said about too many properties being built many years ago. Sekarang ni baru terasa lah. And the property overhang is increasing over the years lah. It's not going down. The number of properties yang tak dijual tu meningkat, despite of all the initiatives yang our dear kerajaan has done, like the homeownership scheme, dia tak ambil stamp duties on the SPA and loan agreement, dia tak ambil. Those are really awesome deals, sebab stamp duty are expensive. Rumah 800,000, stamp duty is roughly about 18,000. Okay, I have to do some quick maths there, tapi I think it's about 18,000. That will be my house anyways. So yes, those things, they are slow. So whatever changes you nampak hari ni or semalam, was it hari ni, the big change in terms of housing, lambat nak nampak. Entah before the changes are felt, you pun dah terasa benda lain dah. Okay, please jaga SOP. Thank you very much. Will do. Nak senang buat profile, ambil credit card, betul ke? Okay. Let's get to the nitty-gritty facts, small facts, paling senang lah. Okay, maybe I should have opened with this. But I got a little bit excited. Yes, Muhammad Syaifuddin Wahab tanya, nak buka ketika? Yes. In general, the easiest thing that you can do to buka profile, to build a good profile is buka credit card. Buka credit card with some banks. Okay, but I have to tell you this, bukan senang buka credit card tau. Serious, I'm not kidding. If you memang kosong you punya credit score, some banks tak nak you pun. Yes, they have their own apa tu panggil SOP because credit card ni is a revolving credit. It is the riskiest credit for a bank. Sebab you can swipe anytime and you can choose not to pay anytime, and then if it is below a certain amount, the bank cannot sue you to bankruptcy, so the bank has to eat that loss. So but that's why the credit card punya interest is so high. But you as a user, okay, it's a very good thing that you brought this up lah, Encik Syaifuddin. When it comes to a credit card, as long as you don't use it, you're not paying anything sangat pun, except for the yearly tax. And dulu dia ada, I think it was 25 ringgit now for the yearly tax. And the annual fee pun bukan semua credit card ada. Dia yang mahal-mahal with all the fringe benefits tu, yes, ada dia punya fees. Tapi if you use those apa dia panggil benefits, you tak kisah pun nak bayar fees tu. Tapi when it comes to the utility of having a credit card, very awesome. I baru balik dari Tesco tadi, I jaga SOP lah, I beli a few things. I swipe credit card. I pick credit card dekat I punya bag dekat depan ni, I just ambil, tap, masuk. Tak payah pakai cash. And I boleh itemize the item, I tahu whatever I spend. Kenapa ada Tesco ni? I fikir-fikir, I pergi Tesco waktu-waktu macam ni. Kenapa ada pembelanjaan dekat sini, I boleh keep track of all my spending. So, the credit card has a very good utility. So, if you tak ada hutang-hutang lah, you just macam kereta, dah ada kereta Mavi buruk yang Abah bagi. Rumah pun Abah kasih duduk kat rumah. Aku tak nak bayar apa-apa. Tapi I want to build a credit. Okay, orang jual personal loan akan cakap, abang buka lah personal loan ni, nanti boleh pakai. Tapi the problem with personal loan is, you pakai ke tak pakai duit tu, you still have to pay the bunga, the interest on the personal loan. So you do not want to do that. Bukan, tak best sangat lah. But with a credit card, because it's a revolving credit, you are given a limit. Okay, let's say gaji you 3,000, you boleh dapat limit 6,000. Okay, good enough 6,000, you tak nak bayar sangat lah. If you kerja bank, the bank akan bagi you 5 kali ganda. Okay, tak apa. I assume you're biasa, okay. So you pay limit 6,000. Oi, I'm telling you bro, satu bulan, kalau gaji you 3,000, tapi you spend more than 6,000 satu bulan tu, you memang something wrong lah with you punya kepala tu. maybe you bought something, big ticket item lah. Maybe you bought something for your mom ke, tapi you buat EPP, then I setuju. Ataupun, you want to buy a computer, I just bought a computer, total cost, tak nak sebut lah, not too expensive, not too cheap, tapi I pakai credit card, I dapat points, tapi I fully paid it at the end of the month. Tak ada masalah. Sebab apa? Takkanlah nak pergi ke Plaza PJ Digital Mall tu bawa RM4,000, dah tersebut. Okay, tak nak lah kan, tak nak bawa cash lah kan. So I pakai credit card, at the end of the month I bayar. The moment you bayar, let's say you bayar the statement tu, you tak kena bunga. Langsung tak kena bunga, 1 sen tak ada. So it becomes a tool. So going back to your soalan tadi, so sorry lah, you tanya saya soalan je kan, I jawab sampai habis. It's a very good thing if tak ada apa-apa. Even if you ada loan-loan lain, ambil juga credit card because it's a very good tool for you for security. I think I did a video about credit card. Maybe I'll revisit that topic again. Okay, another option for you to build a credit, because kita sentuh pasal credit card. Let's say you just tak nak credit card. Kalau ada credit card, tak apa-apa beli. Tak nak. Okay, then another option, a cheap and easy option to build a credit score is to have an ASB financing. You don't have to have much. You can have 20,000 pun dah cukup sebenarnya. Cuma kalau you ambil 20,000, tak banyak banker lah nak layan you. The bankers like people yang ambil at least 50,000. Tapi whatever it is, ASB financing ni, dia charge, currently dia punya interest is at about 3.4%, 3.45%. Contohlah and last year, ASB bagi return of 4.25% plus a bit of bonus. So there is a margin there. Regardless of what people say about ASB financing, the numbers are there. There is a difference. There's a margin. Then tak ada masalah for you as a person to get an ASB financing. You will always make money out of it lah. Yes, capital outflow, which is amount yang you bayar tiap-tiap bulan tu, akan lebih sikit lah. Sebab apa? Bila you bayar installment, you bayar sekali, you punya principal. Tapi bila you jual balik ASB finance itu, ia akan dapat balik lah duit principal you dah bayar tu. It's not too complicated. We can talk about it. You can watch the videos in my channel. Tak ada masalah about this. Nak tanya pun boleh. Kalau ada masalah, I akan jawab. But the point is that dua cara ni yang free, which is a credit card, and yang in fact profitable kalau ASB financing. Anything else like personal loan has a higher interest rate unless unless you jenis businessman. You ambil personal loan, they charge you quite high. Kalau annualized, maybe about 10%. Yes, whatever rate yang ditunjuk tu is simple interest. You have to convert it into annualized, baru you boleh compare dengan ASB ke, tabung haji ke, or whatever investment schemes kat luar sana. Annualized return, understand that. Okay, let's say lah, you punya business, you can churn out 20% per annum. You punya pinjaman daripada personal loan cuma 10%. Okay lah, there's some sense lah for you to do that. Business loan memang mahal pun. In this case, personal loan you tu yang ambil as a business loan. Tak ada masalah. Tapi not everyone like that lah. Kita orang biasa. Kalau you buat business, I think you dah tahu lah pasal benda-benda semua. You dah tahu interest versus liability semua you boleh nampak lah. So, tapi kalau you ambil personal loan tu, typically lah untuk budak-budak kita, nombor satu is beli handphone. Nombor dua untuk kahwin. Nombor tiga untuk beli motor. So, those things bukan nak kata tak ada pulangan. Tapi dia tak ada asset value lah. Kahwin mana ada you cakap, alamak, I dah kahwin 5 tahun and then I nak jual balik perkahwinan tu, dah dapat duit tu, nak pulang balik bank, duit kat bank. Mana boleh? You dah spend it. There's no such thing as macam beli rumah, duduk 3 tahun, you nak jual balik, maybe harga naik, maybe harga maintain, maybe harga turun, tapi there is still an asset value in that asset. There's still value in that asset. You boleh jual and you boleh bayar balik dekat bank untuk tutup the loan. No such thing for typically personal loan sebab the loan itself is not backed by the the asset itself. Okay. Boleh cerita pasal REIT? Okay, this one is a bit much. Can we use secret report as financial profile? Oh, some L. This is like soalan dia macam bila hujan basah ke? No, I'm not. Bukan pelik. No, it's such a good question that macam this is an honest macam budak kecil tanya. Mama kat luar hujan. Dia dengar hujan tapi dia macam tanya hujan. Okay. No, because it's such a good question. It's an honest, sincere question. Secret report as financial profile. The secret report is your financial profile. It starts from there. Of course, it starts with the income. Tapi tadi I cakap pasal commitment tu, that is you punya, that is recorded inside your secrets dekat bank negara. So when you apply for a loan with the bank, you punya secrets tu will be printed by the bank officer. Dia akan nampak lah, abang ni, we did that lah. Because we can read it, so we read it lah. For you, purchase of passenger car, 400,000. And then we're gonna guess. Kata apa dia beli 400,000? Okay. Typical lah, for fun times because when we see it. But of course, we cannot share it in the open. We just tengok-tengok, rumah 2 million, wow. Okay, so that is our financial profile. You see, when we baca, wow, ataupun ada juga, apa ni? Rumah 2 million dah 3 bulan tak bayar. Yes, so that repayment table tu, you pergi jadual pembayaran balik tu, is a financial profile. They put 2 and 2 together with your income and that becomes you punya profile. The most important profile is this. All the other things tak penting sangat. Especially things yang tak masuk dalam you punya secrets lah. Tak masuk dalam secrets tu macam hutang along, hutang adik-beradik, insurance tak masuk secrets. Yes, they are still important. That's what I said. Soft commitment, things that you have to monitor, but doesn't really factor in your financial profile as itself. So tadi saya cakap pasal rumah 2 juta, personal loan, kereta. You see, you nak tukar benda semua tu bukan senang. Nak buang benda tu daripada secrets you tu bukan senang. You kena buat full settlement. You nak settlekan rumah 2 juta, hutang masih ada 1.5 million. Macam mana nak? You kena jual rumah lah. Nak jual rumah bukan senang. You see, nak jual rumah, hari ni you buat listing, you nak jual rumah tu, nak dapat balik duit tu 6 bulan. Paling cepat. Hari ni ada value. Fuyo. 6 bulan baru everything settle and you boleh, apa dia panggil lah, jualkan rumah tu dan dapat duit. Benda tu hilang daripada your secrets. So this is why and this applies to pretty much everything lah. Sama juga kereta pun sama. Kereta cepat sikit daripada rumah lah, tapi pun sama juga. You kena pergi buat full settlement, ambil masa untuk keluarkan benda tu. ASB pun sama juga. So my advice with cara mudah is don't do anything yang you tak ready, and kalau you betul-betul nak financial profile yang simple is credit card and ESB financing. Boleh buat dua-dua ni. And gaji tak boleh buat apa-apa lah. Kalau senang cakap, cara paling senang nak buat financial profile is, gaji berapa? RM5,000? Paling senang you carilah kerja yang gaji RM10,000 atau kerja gaji RM20,000. It's not that easy kan? Even if you buat business pun macam I kata tadi, you buat food panda, ataupun you buat business and enterprise, you buat freelance ke, you buat arts ke, you buat kat the Etsy Etsy tu is a online website, it's a online platform. You buat something arts and then you jual dapat duit. Bank doesn't want to recognize that sangat sebab they can say bila masa you punya business boleh lingkup. So kerja kerajaan. Okey pun sama, bukan senang nak apply kerja kerajaan. Budak-budak yang dah bertahun-tahun kerja kat sana pun masih kontrak lagi. Sebab kerajaan, they do not have any more capacity. Okay, tak apa. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe. So, life is not easy. So, bahagian income tu, you tak boleh tukar banyak sangat. So, what can you tukar? Bahagian commitment. Sebelum ambil, fikir betul-betul. Kalau nak ambil pun, setakat nak build profile, credit card. It's a bit difficult than ESB. Tapi ESB pula bukan semua orang boleh ambil. There's another issue. But ESB financing, bukan semua orang boleh ambil. So, macam mana? Different people ada different requirements. Entah you pun dah ada hutang. Cakap pasal hutang. Sebab tadi I cakap pasal soft commitment. Let me get to PTPTN. PTPTN, you bila start kena bayar, benda dah masuk dalam you punya secret report. Now, the banks kalau tengok you punya record secrets tu cuma ada PTPTN sahaja, bukan nak kata dia tak pandang tapi PTPTN ni some banks dia tak nak tengok pun. Kalau PTPTN teruk pun dia tak nak tengok. Kalau PTPTN baik pun and it's the only record yang you ada pun dia macam tak nak tengok. So, before you beli rumah, it might be a good idea for you to take one small commitment. Okay, you see, it's a bit funny, isn't it? Some of you guys think that, tak ada commitment. Very good. Tak juga. Bila you tak ada commitment, the bank doesn't know, you ni boleh bayar balik. Tak, what is your repayment pattern? And let me be frank with you, the best secret record is yang banyak record tau. Dia ada credit card, ada pinjaman perumahan, ada pinjaman kereta, maybe tak ada personal, maybe ada ASB loan, tapi dia punya repayment pattern 0. The banks love that money. This fella has a lot of loans and he pays them so on time. Kosong maksudnya dia tak ada lewat bayar, So bulan January, sekarang ni bulan apa? Sekarang ni bulan Ogos. So bulan Julai tahun ni, bulan Jun tahun ni juga, bulan Mei yang sebelakang lah 12 bulan kosong. Maknanya tak ada lewat bayar. This is the best paymaster that the bank has ever seen. So credit score dia memang tinggi. Selalunya orang-orang kaya lah. Tapi kalau you cuma ada PTPTN ataupun PTPTN lah, the bank tak pandang sangat. You kena tambah sikit. You see, credit profiling ni is a subjective matter. Okay, it's a combination of science, the numbers tadi tu, along with the there's a orang tau kat belakang tu. It's not robot. Robot tu cuma bagi information to a credit controller. The credit controller is a team of people. They have an office. Dia tengok je. Kerja dia tengok je. Okay, orang ni ranking dia 3 atau 5. Paling best 5 3 ni rating dia boleh dapat loan tapi dia punya interest tak tinggi sangat. This is one of the bigger banks pakai sistem ni lah. In fact, I did work there lah. So tak tahu. Rating 4 is between 3 and 5. Rating 2 and 1 memang kena reject lah loan tu. So there's a person that actually sees you punya credit score ni, assign you a rating, tapi dia punya KPI, dia punya bonus is not a sales punya bonus. Meaning, okay, kita orang sales, we want your loan to be approved. You buy a house to be, okay, please. Kita orang berdoa, tolonglah ya Allah, untuk klien aku ni, Ahmad bin Abu, tolonglah approvekan. Kita doakan untuk dia. Sebab apa? Sebab kita dapat commission lah. This is our KPI. Tak apa, tak salah. Itu kerja kita. Tapi, you dapat tak? Kita orang sebagai penjual ni, kita orang nak benda tu approve supaya kita dapat commission, tapi for the credit controller, dia tak peduli. Approve ke tak approve ke is not his or her problem, because kalau dia approvekan orang yang patut tak dapat approval, dia kena balik. Bonus dia kena tarik balik. Dia adalah dia punya kira-kira dia lah macam persistency ratio. Maknanya dalam 100 juta yang kau approvekan tahun lepas setahun kita tengok 5 juta non-performing. Meaning dia tak bayar lah, dia tak bayar hutang tu. So macam mana you approve kan? So you kenalah, maybe the threshold is 90%. Kalau 5 juta, 5% punya NPL, non-performing loan, tak ada masalah. Tapi kalau lah dia approvekan 100 juta tahun lepas, lepas tu, lepas setahun pembayaran balik tu dia tengok 20 juta worth of loan tak dibayar balik. So dia punya NPL 20%. Ui, memang dia kena sama dia kena bonus kena tarik ke, KPI dia jatuh ke, paling teruk dia kena buang. Oh sorry, paling teruk is dia kena tangkap. Tangkap dia siapa? SPRM lah. Bank ada investigator tau. Dia macam polis. In fact, they are ex-police tau. Inspector dah retire tu yang nak buat a bit of money, dia akan kerja dengan bank akan cari diorang lah. Dia offer lah gaji yang jauh lebih tinggi daripada buat polis can give. Okay, tak apalah. Hak masing-masing lah nak cari kerja kat mana kan. Diorang ni akan investigate fraud dan juga all these things lah like rasuah. So, baru-baru ni kita ada dengar jugalah cases where bankers kena macam ni kan. Okay, so not very nice. The topic ni very sensitive. Tak apa, kita cakap tak ada masalah because these are all facts lah, semua orang nampak kan. Tapi nak diceritakan, bank officers tu memang on your behalf nakkan you punya loan approve sebab dia nak commission, tapi the credit controller they don't care. Dia punya KPI, dia punya objective is to make sure that you ni betul-betul boleh dapat pinjaman layak lah. You are a prime candidate, bukan subprime. Okay, please don't take me to this topic about subprime lah. Sebab subprime dekat US in 2008 tu, yang membuatkan kegawatan ekonomi di seluruh dunia tu, wah, that was a whole big, I can talk about that for 2 hours. People make movies and documentaries about subprime. So in Malaysia, bank negara ni is a bit hawkish lah. Dia nampak benda ni, dia elakkan. Dekat Amerika, they are a bit capitalistic. Semua boleh. Dekat Malaysia ni masih okay lagi lah. So kudos maknanya good job to bank negara lah. Tak kisah which governor that they had. So far, they have been doing a very good job. Recently, news bank negara tukar from base rate. Okay, now talk about profile. Nak cakap pasal loan tu, kita cakap pasal loan lah. Pinjaman untuk mortgage dan ASB dulu, sekarang lah, masih pakai base rate. Different banks will have different base rate. I pun tak boleh keep up. You tanya ICMB berapa base rate? I don't know. Afin Bank, I don't know. Maybe I tahu lah sebab maybe dia ikut PR 1.75%. Itu je I tahu. Public Bank I tak tahu. Okay. So, if you nak tanya which bank has the best the lowest rate, I tak nak cakap sebab different banks have different base rate. Tapi bank negara dah tukar Going forward in 2022, 1st August 2022 next year semua bank kena pakai standardized base rate. Okay, so standard base rate is a very good thing. It's very transparent. Actually, there's a video that I'm making that baru finish edit tadi. That will be published tomorrow at 6 about this whole thing. It's a very dry topic, but it's a very good topic for you to understand. You see, all these things that you do ni is because you nak buat pinjaman. Unfortunately, houses are so expensive. Buying them in cash is illogical. Then you have to take a mortgage. Tapi bila nak ambil a mortgage, you have to be smart. You have to know where the money is going, this and that. Or you boleh menyewa lah. It's not wrong to menyewa because if the sewaan is only 1,000 and the owner is paying 3,000, yes, it happens. The owner is paying 3,000 in terms of installment, maintenance fees, taxes, semualah. You cuma bayar 1,500 je or 1,000. Isn't that a very good thing for you? Yes, the owner kononnya boleh dapat lagi satu income, which is capital appreciation. Confirm ke boleh dapat capital appreciation? Ada harga rumah jatuh tau. So, is it a bad thing to rent? In my opinion, no. It depends lah. It's not a bad thing if you boleh dapat a lower rental than installment than installment that you have paid kalau you beli rumah tu. This is all objective and of course real estate agent akan bengang sebab dia jual rumah. Alright. Mana? No, tak masuk. Can be difference between banks. Bill handphone belum tu masuk sekalian skris. No, okay, it's a very good question. Very good question. Bill telefon dulu masuk CTOS. You tak bayar, you jadi bad debt, dia keluar kat CTOS. Sekarang dia tak masuk CTOS lagi sebab bila dia masuk CTOS lambat. So the DG, Salcom semua tu malas lah dengan CTOS sebab it's another third party. So they have their own alliance. So now they ada their own alliance which banks won't be able to see lah. So in that sense, let's say you ada hutang dengan DG for example for, I don't know, 1,500 ringgit contohnya lah. It won't appear in your secrets. It might appear in your sitos if DG takes you to court. So now we talk about phone, now we talk about sitos, now we talk about court. If you get sued in court, it will appear in your sitos. And some banks will check sitos, and once they check the sitos and they nampak ada a court proceeding against you, sorry to say lah, sebab the banks tak nak lah bagi loan dekat orang yang ada hutang, yang ada court proceeding. Could be because maybe you akan masuk jail ke, macam nak bayar loan, ataupun you bankrupt ke because of the saman yang dia buat tu, macam ni nak bayar balik kalau you bankrupt. So the bank will likely not extend you any financing kalau dia tahu you ada court proceeding. You kena clearkan that thing. You kena clearkan dengan lawyer yang bank ke Aeon ke pergi saman you ke, saman duit je, civil, bukannya criminal. Criminal tak payah cakap lah, minta maaf. By the way, now that we are here, if you are a PEP, politically exposed person, cakap pasal politics, I'm not going to go too deep into it. We know what happened today and yesterday. It's going to be very difficult, very difficult lah for you as a borrower and me as a banker, financier, ataupun my partners untuk process your loan, because the banks pun tak nak banyak sangat exposure for the same reason. Because if you are politicized, there are two things. One thing, you are exposed to all these games, tak nak cakap lebih-lebih lah. Secondly, you might have some power over the banking system through all your political connections. So the bank has to know. So are we giving you this loan because of this? But the bank ni is not a monolithic organisation. They have people yang jaga, macam polis tadi, inspector tu tadi tu, investigator dalam bank tu, menjaga dia ni, menjaga dia ni, menjaga dia ni. So they have a lot of safeguards. I'm not saying that it is perfect, but they do have those things. So whenever they see a few things yang not straightforward, like I said, politically exposed people, they are not straightforward case lah. So the bank as a whole wants to know, we have to declare it. Of course, kalau you ada cousin-mazen, keluarga kerja dekat bank pun, you kena mention juga, I have a family working for this particular bank that I'm applying for. So the bank wants to know. The person yang you punya family member tu maybe bukannya proses punya loan pun, tapi the fact that dia kerja dekat bank tu, you have to mention. So you see, nampak tak? Benda macam mana ada safeguards, and it is very important for the health of the financial systems in Malaysia. In fact, across the world juga lah. Kita punya model ni follow other countries. It's up to the bank negara untuk make it sufficiently awesome lah for everyone to use. Okay, let me check. Tuan, kalau ada perasaan takut untuk ambil tambah komitmen, bagus atau tidak pada profil kewangan? Oh, actually, the fact that you... Okay, ada orang cakap kat I'm, it's a different topic lah, tapi same thing lah. Kenapa orang procrastinate, melengah-lengahkan buat kerja? And sebab fear. Alamak, takut lah nak buat benda ni. So dia tak buat benda tu, dia fikir buat benda lain. Oh, tapi bila main game boleh pula. Tak ada pun, relax je, boleh je buat. Tapi bila suruh buat assignment, lambat ni nak buat. Tak nak, dia akan cari alasan sebab dia takut. But there is a signal that you are supposed to do that thing. Kalau you takut buat benda tu, you kena buat. Because when you do it, because bila you ada takut, it's a signal that you have to do it. Okay, apa yang tak ada signal untuk you buat? You takut main game atau you takut tengok movie? Tak, ada tak? Takut lah tengok Netflix punya series ni. Tak ada, no such thing. You dengan gembiranya pergi menonton cerita tu. So what happened was, you pergi lah buat. Tapi that's a wrong approach. Whenever you ada signal takut, you kena buat benda tu. Sama macam benda ni. Bila you takut untuk tambah komitmen, okay, sorry to say, bukan nak kata you kena buat benda tu. Maknanya it's a good thing. It's a signal. It's a signal that you should be aware. Ada orang dia tak takut. Wow, personal loan. Ambil personal boleh kahwin. Dia pergi ambil. ASB. Ambil lah sampai 200,000. Dia pergi ambil. Insurance. Kalau aku mati, aku dapat berapa juta ringgit. Ambil lah dengan ejen. Ejen cakap best-best. Semua benda dia ambil. Rosak lah profil kewangan dia. The fact that you takut is a good thing. Maknanya there is a signal that you are concerned about it. Takut is a very good signal. That's why kita ada perasaan takut. Sama macam kita pergi reseptor. Kalau tak ada reseptor dekat jari, kau pegang lah benda panas-panas. Buat bodoh je. Tiba-tiba rosak tangan tu kan sebab panas kan. The daging will melecur and then will drop off your bones. Very scary, sorry. Dah tengok dah tu, baru nak sebut. Baru nak tarik, dah terlambat lah. Biar dia sakit awal-awal supaya tak damage. Sama dengan IP profil kewangan. Bila you takut, maknanya it's a signal that you should monitor this thing. apa benda yang tak takut? Contohnya bagi tahu makan nasi, tak aku makan nasi, makanlah. Then tak ada masalah. Tapi nak ambil all these big commitments, let me tell you something lah. Orang yang menjual sukalah cakap benda senang, benda bagus. Tapi you have to understand that it's between you and them lah, so to speak. Sebab they want something from you and you want to fight for yourself. So you tak boleh anggap dia ni kawan lah. The only best friend yang you ada is yourself. And the only weapon yang you ada is knowledge. You have to equip yourself with knowledge. You nak pergi berperang tau benda ni. Kat luar sana ada banyak sales people. Tak salah dia orang buat itu. Tapi dia orang semua nak something from you. So for you, tak salah for you to ambil the service. Kalau saya nak ambil takaful, go ahead. Take it from people. Take it from me if you want. Tak ada masalah. Tapi you have to understand that it's between you against the sales people, against us. You jangan anggap kita ni kawan. You tanya soalan banyak-banyak. Please, kita tak boleh marah lah. Kalau the moment kita marah tu, macam ni kata tak payah ambil kita orang. Meaning that, to be honest, kita pun ada masa jugalah. Maknanya, if you tanya sampai 2 jam, 3 jam, lepas tu tak ambil, siapa yang tak marah kan? So there must be, give and take lah. You cannot give people hope. Tapi, you kena be smart. Please play this thing smartly lah. Janganlah kenakan orang and jagalah diri you. You have to have a balance in life lah. In anything life memang kena ada balance. Okay, let's say The Big Short. Yes, exactly. The Big Short is an issue. You should. I mean, there's so many movies yang berkenaan dengan all these finances, that you should watch. One of them is a Big Short. Another one is I tak ingat apa nama cerita tu. Salah from Star Trek. I might just mention it in my YouTube channel. I don't remember what's the name, but it's also a very, very good movie lah for you to talk to watch. Boleh tahu kebiasaan apa di dalam credit card statement, apa tarikh untuk yang berkenaan. Okay, typically when you get a credit card statement, you want to pay it within, okay, I tak ingat lah, tapi in general about 2 weeks from the statement. Kalau you lebih daripada masa tu, dia ada due date lah. Lebih daripada due date tu, you akan kena interest charges. So, bila you dapat statement tu, you akan nampak ada 2 nombor. Satu, current outstanding. Exactly statement punya balance plus the penggunaan credit card tu since bulan lepas. Contohnya RM8,000. Tapi statement balance could be lower than RM8,000. Statement balance is actually penggunaan credit card tu bulan lepas. Tapi outstanding balance adalah penggunaan bulan lepas dan juga penggunaan yang between bulan lepas dengan sekarang. Date of this statement is being printed. So kalau you nak full settlement, you boleh. Tapi kalau you nak settlekan settlement balance saja pun boleh, you tak akan kena bunga, which is very, very nice thing to do lah. You gunakan you bayar as you guna pun okay juga. Tapi depends on how you use. Kalau combine income macam mana, adik-beradik atau lelaki bini, tak ada masalah for you to build a credit score menggunakan 2 orang, 3 orang, 10 orang pun tak apa. Cuma, a very good question. Combine income. When you combine your income to buy a house, to buy a car, I tak pernah tengok orang beli kereta pakai combine income, a house senang cerita You combine your commitment juga. Yes, you do. So let's say orang tu gaji, let's say gaji you RM5,000, gaji isteri pun RM5,000, commitment you RM1,000, commitment isteri RM5,000. Somehow lah dia punya commitment sama dengan dia punya gaji. Kalau pakai nama you seorang, you punya income is RM5,000, commitment RM1,000. Okay, 5 against 1 Kalau you combine, difference dia is RM4,000 lah. Okay, dia punya baki untuk digunakan untuk perbelanjaan. Ini cara kira senang lah. Tapi kalau you combine dengan isteri you, gaji RM5,000 campur RM5,000 gaji isteri RM10,000, commitment you RM1,000, commitment isteri RM5,000. So RM6,000. So 10 tolak 6 adalah 4. So RM4,000 juga. In this situation, tak ada beza. You buat combine income ke tidak. Ini is an okay situation lah. There are sometimes, kalau you combine income, lagi teruk daripada tak combine. So, you have to consider that jugalah. Please consider betul-betul. Cakap pasal combine ni, it's a symptom of macam mana nak beli rumah, baru nak check income punya all these things. Macam mana nak beli rumah, baru nak join. Sebelum you beli rumah tu, you kena buat homework tau. Tak susah pun. Anyone can do a DSR calculation. Anyone can check. You boleh check EP commitment. You tahu gaji you berapa, kiralah sendiri. I boleh ajar lah. In fact, I nak buat lepas ni dalam my YouTube channel. Tapi you boleh. So, kenapa beli rumah yang, alamak, income aku tak cukup? Kena combine dengan orang lain. Bank officer dengan developer, punya sales people akan atau real estate agent akan cakap lah, suggest all these things ya. Because they want to sell to proceed. Oh, you dah bayar booking, nak dapat pembeli ni susah, ataupun kalau tak susah pun commission tinggi, so they want it to proceed. Okay, itu dia pihak. But you macam mana boleh tak mengira benda ni? Okay, in this situation I would suggest nak combine boleh kalau terpaksa, cuma issue dia is bila you combine your income, tadi saya cakap pasal benda tu kan, the commitment untuk rumah baru tu akan muncul dekat dua-dua punya secret juga. So this is something that you have to consider. Jangan main taram je lah kalau boleh. And one more thing lah nak cakap pasal beli rumah ni. Sebab macam tadi saya cakap, bila beli rumah tiba-tiba baru nak check pasal itu, check pasal ni. Okay, my recommendation is beli rumah ni bukan macam beli sayur. You boleh bawa trolley masuk Tesco, ambil sayur, ambil susu Dutch lady, lepas tu pergi kat kaunter, bayar ketika, habis transaction tu. Pembelian rumah ni adalah benda yang paling mahal sekali. You sebagai orang biasa boleh beli. Kenapa saya kata you orang biasa? Sebab kalau you orang luar biasa, maybe rumah is not the most expensive thing that you boleh beli. Maybe you beli company ke, company harga dia 20 juta, you beli pakai whatever lah, cash ke apa, that would be the more expensive than houses lah. Tapi kita orang biasa, orang marahan. Kita punya pembelian paling besar adalah rumah. Nombor 2 typically is kereta. Nombor 3 is typically kahwin lah, ataupun education. Yes, depend on where you belajar lah. Kadang you belajar overseas, it will be hundreds of thousands ringgit. Tapi kalau kat Malaysia pun, tak RM80,000 untuk satu course tu, satu degree tu. So quite pricey jugalah. So bila rumah ni yang paling mahal, dialah research yang paling banyak, dialah research yang paling panjang you kena buat sebelum you commit to that purchase. So that is the one thing that I have to say lah. Sebab the reason I nampak, okay, a very good topic. Kita berbalik kepada profil kewangan. The reason is, rumah ni, I selalu nampak orang ni, dia dah teruk sakit. Dia beli rumah yang agent suruh belilah, broker suruh belilah. Lepas tu, sewa tak boleh nak cover installment macam tadi kita cakap. Dia nak jual balik, okay, dia nak jual balik tak boleh. Sebab harga rumah jatuh. Betul. Ada rumah ni dekat satu kawasan yang tak nak sebut. I think dah sebut banyak kali lah. You faham lah. Dia beli 500,000. Market value sekarang ni 300,000. Dia nak jual balik tak boleh. Hutang dia dengan bank 500,000. Kononnya dia ambil 100% loan lah. In fact dia ambil more than 100%. Okay, tak apa. Kita stick with 500,000. Dia beli loan dia 500,000. Dia beli rumah tu 500,000 juga contohnya. Sekarang ni market value 300,000. Dia nak jual balik tak boleh. Kalau orang nak beli 300,000 pun, dia sebagai penjual kena top up dekat bank 200,000. Okay, of course dia dah save money. Okay, so tak apa. Dia kata tak apa. Saya boleh sewakan rumah ni. Okay, fine. Masalahnya hutang dia 500,000, so installment dia lebih kurang 2,500, tapi sekarang ni Pak OPR dah turun, dia punya installment dah jadi 2,000. Oh okay, OPR dah RM2,000, installment dah RM2,000, happy lah. Tapi penyewa pun nak bayar RM1,000 je. RM1,000 je nak bayar, sebab that's the market. You cannot fight against the market. You cubalah list rumah you dekat RM2,000 pun tak ada orang nak sewa, tak ada orang nak contact you pun. Orang tengok pun bodoh. Apa dia perasan shorts ni? Kau tengok neighbor-neighbor kau semua tu sewakan RM1,000, RM1,500, RM1,100, RM1,200. Kau nak sewakan RM1,200, hebat sangat. Kau nak sewakan RM2,000, kau hebat sangat ke? Maybe you katalah you ada furnishing lah, itulah ni. Benda tu capital. You nak naikkan harga rumah daripada RM1,000 punya sewa jadi RM2,000, you punya rumah tu kena ada macam-macam. Kata complete. Okay, of course saya tak boleh buat macam tu. So now you are bleeding. So tiap-tiap bulan you bayar dekat bank RM2,000, tapi you dapat sewaan RM1,000. Lepas tu ada masalah sewa lagi. Orang tu rosakkan rumah lah, lepas tu dah setahun tu maybe dia tak, mana ada, you boleh jamin ke dalam setahun atau 2 tahun atau 3 tahun memang tiap-tiap bulan mesti ada penyewa? Jamin tak ada. Not to mention agent fee lagi. Okay lah, speed rent pun dia ambil daripada you tau sebagai penyewa. Kalau agent pun dia ambil daripada you. So in the end of the day sama je. So as in you still have to fork out that money. So let's say lah orang tu keluar lepas setahun, dia pergi kontrak setahun, you pun nak ambil. Confirm ke lepas setahun tu immediately terus ada orang? Tak. There will be a gap. Not to mention another fee to the agent or the speed rent. So, wah, banyak yang benda. Ya Allah, sewa tax. Okay, so in the end of the day, you dah stuck dengan benda tu, you are bleeding every single month. You bayar RM2,000 untuk installment, tapi kena bayar maintenance, kena bayar okay, RM2,200 contohnya, you punya capital outlay, you dapat rental RM1,000 je. Itu pun you kena tolak 2 bulan. Sebab apa? 1 bulan agent, 1 bulan maybe they cancel. So dapat 10 bulan, RM10,000 je. So RM10,000 bagi 12 is roughly about 800, I don't know, it's very difficult lah, tak ada calculator. About RM800 lah, compared to you pay installment RM2,200. So you are bleeding. Okay, so now this will affect you punya profile. There you go. Nak beli rumah lagi dah rosak lah. And then okay, itu okay lagi lah. You mampu nak bayar bleeding Okay, 2002 tol 800 is 1,400. Okay, you sanggup lah. Better you tak buat benda ni. Ni kerja bodoh. Tapi tak apa. You dah buat pun. Ada orang lagi teruk. 1,400 tu pun dia tak boleh bayar. What happened? Rumah dia kena lelong sebab dia tak boleh bayar installment. And then what happened? They bankrupt because the bank can sue them to bankruptcy. Unfortunately, that happened to young people in Malaysia. So, is it really good to buy a property or should just rent? Okay, just nak closing statement sikit rent as long as you tak yakin 100% you nak duduk kat situ. Ataupun rent kalau you tak tahu anything about investing in property. So if you rasa you nak invest in property, go ahead, belajar yang betul-betul dengan CV yang bagus. Tapi let me tell you something, property is not the only asset class yang you boleh invest in. It's a very dangerous game. You can go saham, you can go unit trust, you can go ASP. The reason I sebut all these things is because all those things yang baru sebut tadi tu, they are very liquid. Saham tu pun kalau you beli, lepas tu you drop, you beli AirAsia contohnya, you ingat dia hebat sangat lah. Pandemic happen, dia punya saham drop, dia punya counter drop, you can still sell it off. And then maybe if let's say the company that you bought goes into bankruptcy, liquidation, you as a investor, minority investor ni will get nothing. Tapi you will lose only the money that you pumped into the company. Itu je. Let's say you invested RM50,000 and then the company goes bankrupt and then you hilang RM50,000. That's it. That's about it. It won't bankrupt you sebab you punya RM50,000 tu memang datang daripada duit you. If you were to buy property and you tak tahu pasal nak pilih tempat, you dengar cakap agent nak jual, dia cakap macam-macam lah. Oh, this place is going to be future technology city in Malaysia. Dah 20 tahun tak jadi apa-apa pun. So anyways, you stuck, then the bank will follow you to your grave. Betul. They sue you to bankruptcy. The bank sue you into bankruptcy, and then what happened? You bankrupt at a young age, which is not a very, very nice thing to happen to young people. People as young as 25, bankrupt, hutang 200,000 dengan bank. Crazy times. Only because they signed on the dotted line. Dia tak keluar duit langsung. There's a paper here, and they signed on the paper. That's all they did. Bankrupt after a couple of years. Crazy.
Okay, Tuan Faiz. Kita
yes.
ada soalan sebenarnya dalam webinar room.
Of course.
Quite a few juga. It's very good one.
Okay.
So, okay, I think I should just bacakan lah.
Boleh, please.
Okay, so soalan ni agak panjang sikit daripada Josh. Okay, apa pendapat Tuan Faiz kalau beli rumah WIP 300k? Monthly installment include MRRT 1,185, expected siap tahun 2025-2026. Saya plan kahwin lagi 2-3 tahun, maknanya by the time rumah tu siap, saya boleh pindah masuk duduk situ terus. Okay, sebab kalau ikutkan nak sewa pun untuk dapatkan rumah yang ada servis, gym, etc. jarang nak jumpa 1.5k ke bawah. So tuan rasa okey ke plan untuk beli rumah WIP sekarang? Risau tergesa-gesa beli.
Okay. That's a very good question sebab it relates to whatever I've mentioned tadi lah. Put it this way lah. Any soalan yang berkenaan should I not? I jawab balik macam ni. Well, what do you think? Sebab yang akan bayar dan yang akan duduk is going to be you. To me, I tak tahu what is my attachment to that particular area. Even if the area is in KL, even if the area in KL, semua KL hot ke, semua orang nak duduk. Ada banyak rumah WIP yang sekarang ni kosong, tak ada orang duduk walaupun dah siap bertahun-tahun. So, you kena consider jugalah the fact that after, when was that? Expected siap 2005, that's another about 4 years away.
Yep.
Are you sure? Dia tak sebut lah kat KL, tak sebut kat KL Okay, tapi rumah wilayah so seperti in KL lah. Okay. Can he even wilayah pun, wilayah dekat Mongkiara, ada rumah WIP kat Mongkiara, I tahu that. And ada rumah WIP dekat hujung lagi satu, kat Setiawangsa, ada juga. So they are two different places. So kalau you dapat kerja kat Setiawangsa tapi tinggal yang dekat Mongkiara tu, is quite far jugalah. You can go through KL to get to the other place. So the problem with under construction, one problem lah that I can see is there's no guarantee that you're going to stay there or you're going to like staying there after 4 years. 4 years is long lah. Yes, bila high rise memang lambat sikit. So the problem is kalau you tak duduk situ, can you rent it out? Okay, rumah WIP sekarang dia buat kelonggaran. If not mistaken, you boleh sewakan. You tak boleh jual tapi boleh sewakan. Tapi then it's a different game lah. Okay. Sebab when you buy a property, you kena tahu ada objektif. I selalu bagi contoh macam ni lah. When you want to invest in anything, you have to be specific. What is your objective? Are you buying it for duduk sendiri atau are you buying it for investment? Investment ada dua jenis. Are you going to hold and flip ataupun are you going to flip immediately ataupun are you going to sewakan and hold and sewakan lah. That will be for long term gain. Rumah yang you beli for duduk sendiri, kriteria dia lain dengan rumah yang you beli untuk disewakan. If you mix this situation, it's like playing football. Okay, for example, I'm pretty sure everyone knows Cristiano Ronaldo ataupun Lionel Messi. Everyone knows this. There are forwards, wingers and strikers perhaps. You try to put them dekat centre back as a defender, despite the fact that they are some of the most decorated players in the history of football, modern football, you put them as a central defender ataupun even goalkeeper, they will have very little utility dekat situ. Sebab they are specific for forward to attack. So in this situation, you beli rumah ni contohnya untuk duduk. Okay, I assume lah dia kata untuk duduk rumah untuk duduk. But let's say after 4 years, can he confirm that he'll still be in KL area or even if he is not in KL area, maybe dia dapat job dekat Shah Alam, can he travel? If he can say that he can, he doesn't mind as long as dia tak kena campak ke Perak ke Johor ke, then tak ada masalah untuk dia beli. Tapi that's what I said awal-awal tadi. It has to be them yang jawab. Okay, by the way, 1185 ni for now I nak bagi tahu okay, right now banyak orang kata beli because interest rate tengah rendah. What happens after economy recovers? InsyaAllah economy will recover. Our GDP for last quarter was increased by 16% quarterly lah. That means we are recovering. So as we recover, OPR will be increased, and when OPR increases, BR will increase as well. And your 1185 will not remain 1185 by the time rumah tu siap. Tata dia jadi 1004. So these are the things that you have to consider when buying a house now. It's not just about paying now, because your loan is going to be for 35 years. Chances are, I do not know exactly, but it's going to be for 35 years. You punya OPR, you punya rate tu you punya installment will go up and down along with the OPR and BR. So that is one risk. Bila beli rumah ada a few risks. Tadi saya cakap pasal sewa, harga rumah, harga turun. Another one is the banking punya risk. So ada banyak risk jugalah. I'm not saying that risk is something you have to avoid. You cannot avoid the risk when you want. Cuma you kena understand it. Oh, okay. Sebab bila dia tak 1185 ni nampak ni, I nak betulkan sikit perception that it's not going to be fixed at 1185. It could go lower, yes. Tapi I think 1.75% OPR ni is the lowest in Malaysian history. For it to go lower than this is very unlikely. So the only way is up. Okay, next question.
Okay, so this one is memang common lah, orang tanya banyak pasal situasi Chris again.
Yes.
Kalau
yes.
buyer take civil action, sue developer due to project terbengkalai more than 4 and 5 years, adakah appeal situasi kepada developer?
Okay, for the developer as a company, they have this thing called RAMSI, okay? And then yes, it will appear it will appear in their punya record, tapi they have lawyers to engage in this lah. Sebab developer ni, dia nak buat any project, dia akan ada this thing called special investment vehicle. Special. I did not mean to. Special. I don't remember what's the term lah. It's a special vehicle, SB. Okay. So you present tak? Bila you sign SPA tu, let's say you buy a house from Sime Darby. Wow. SPA won't show between you and Sime Darby. It will be show between, let's say project tu nama dia, what's his name project kan baru-baru ni? Subhan Jaya je lah. Sime Berjaya. Wow, what is Sime Berjaya ni? It's Sime Berjaya Sendirian Berhad against you as a buyer. Okay, that's the SPA lah. So two parties. You nak sue, you cuma boleh sue Sime Berjaya je. You tak boleh sue Sime Darby. And if the developer so wishes to wound upkan di Sime Berjaya ni, they can. And there's not really much that you can do about it lah, because it won't go to the mothership. That's why they use the SV. So even if it appears in the CTOS, this might help when it comes to smaller developer lah, because dia punya structure tu very compacted. Tapi if we're talking about big developer like SP Setia ke, IMP ke, Sandabi ke, they have all these structures going in. Tapi going back to the developers, there are differences lah when buying properties from different developers. Sama lah, you orang pun berbeza, lawyer pun berbeza. So different developer will have different track record. Please buy based on the track record. Of course, it's going to be a bit more expensive, tapi risk. You want to go cheaper, sure, tak ada masalah. Tapi when you go too cheap, what will happen is you take the risk of this project not being completed over the years. Oh, by the way, let me tell you something lah, ya Allah. So many property yang dah siap tak terjual lagi. Why wait 4 years? Okay, that would be my question lah. Okay, of course, there are a couple of reasons why you want to wait. One of them is maybe property yang dah siap tu mahal sikit ke, ataupun because property tu dah siap, you have to pay you don't have to pay. What do you have to pay? Okay, you have to pay valuation, and the valuation might not match. Yes, sebab rumah tu dah siap. Adalah some intricacies in that situation. But in this situation, if you buy rumah yang 4 tahun lagi tak siap, one thing nak jawab sikit Josh, I lupa cakap dan nak address. You can 4 tahun tu you kena bayar progressive interest, which is quite a bit actually. You boleh total it up. You boleh predict lah, okay, bila the bank will release money to developer, and then you have to start paying the interest on that progressive payments to the developer. Then you total whatever discount you dapat tu on the 300,000 tu, is it betul 300,000 ke dah jadi 320,000 ke over the next 4 years? So it's something that you have to consider lah, compared to beli rumah yang dah siap lah. Dah siap lah, developer tak dapat jual, you boleh consider juga.
Okay. Alright, so I think kita boleh ambil satu lagi last question because time pun dah mencemburui kita. So one last question, maybe you're from your YouTube or from your Facebook page ke?
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. How about this? Mr. Man is asking, kalau beli tanah lot, adakah berbaloi? I like this kind of open-ended question because I can go pusing. Okay, tanah lot ni macam mana kata ya? Depends. If you beli untuk cop, wah, memang Allah kesiannya orang beli untuk cop ni. It's like tanah banyak aku, apa kena cop dulu. I pernah buat topik pasal benda ni. Beli, sebab dia tanya berbaloi. Okay, so very open-ended. So let's say kita explore, dia beli untuk cop. Kononnya, I suka tempat ni, lepas I retire, I umur 30, lepas retire lagi, I don't know, 25 years, I nak duduk rumah ni. In 25 years, whatever that you like, okay, consider, okay, I'm 35 now. 25 years ago, I would be 10 years old. 10 years old, I suka tengok anime. I akan duduk kat depan AXN tengok Samurai X. Macam-macam lah. Macam-macam dekat AXN punya TV tu. Now, you tunjuk anime macam, budak kecil punya, baik baca buku. Okay, people change their taste all the time. So whatever that you like now, you won't like. It's very, don't tell this to your wife or your husband. You will change your taste over time, and in 25 years, bukanlah guarantee lah, but very unlikely for you to still like that tanah after 25 years. So, okay, fine, you akan kata, well, I boleh jual. Okay, in the next 25 years, over the next 25 years tu, you beli rumah tu assuming dia pakai loan, you kena bayar bunga. Ataupun you kata, tak apa, I boleh pakai cash. Okay, tanah tu yang beli tu, maybe dia akan naik harga, tapi you kena annualizekan dia punya return. Okay, let's say you beli tanah tu pada harga 500,000. After 25 years, harga dia naik sampai 600,000. So, kenaikan dia is 100,000 over 25 years. You boleh buat annualized return. So, tengok-tengok, kalau you pakai calculator, I boleh buat dalam about 2 minutes. Less than that. Contohlah, maybe annualized return dia is 1%. Setiap tahun, 1%. You masukkan 500,000, you jual balik dapat 600,000. Annualized return dia is 1% over the next 25 years. Lebih baik you ambil 500,000 tu, you letak dalam ASB 1 dengan ASB 2 dengan ASB 3, senang-senang dapat 4-5%. So, berbaloi ke in that situation? Memang sungguh tak apa. You boleh sedapkan hati you lah. Tak apa, harga naik. Memanglah. But you lost the opportunity to invest your money tu dekat tempat lain. So, in that sense tak apa. Tapi. Let's say you beli, and then you buat rumah tu sekarang. You panggil contractor, you done the numbers. Okay, kalau aku beli tanah 500,000, nak buat rumah tu 500,000, 1 juta. Kalau aku nak beli rumah dekat sebelah ni, dekat kawasan ni, developer buatlah dia jual tanah lot, lepas tu dia akan bagi contractor dia lah, dia dapat untung 2 kali, dia jual tanah, dia dapat, contractor dapat, tengok 1.4 million. Kalau you boleh buat rumah tu pada harga 1 million termasuk beli tanah, berbaloi. So soalan tu open-ended, tapi I menjawab dia dari segi tanah lot ni, I tak pernah nampak sangatlah orang yang simpan sampai hari tua dia rasa berbaloi. Sebab tanah ni satu benda you tak boleh buat, you tak boleh sewakan dia. Macam mana nak sewakan dia? You speed home pun tak boleh nak sewa. Mana ada speed tanah kan? Dia ada speed home. Sebab is home rental service. Tanah ni nak sewa macam mana? Pertanian, apa pula pertanian? Tanah pertanian murah, you carilah kat ceruk-ceruk sana, you dapat berekar-ekar, berhektar-hektar. Murah. Memang dia sewakan. And then facility dia adalah dia punya pengairan dia, syarat-syarat dia, boleh tanam pokok-pokok. You pergi tanam pokok durian dekat rumah orang, mengamuk orang sebelah tu. Ataupun maybe dia happy lah dapat durian. Tapi kalau jatuh dekat kereta dia mengamuk juga ada. Macam mana? So tak boleh sewakan lah senang cakap. You kena buat rumah baru you boleh sewakan dan nak kena keluar duit lagi. So nak jawab soalan tu dengan compactnya, kalau you beli tanah tu untuk hari tua, I rasa tak berbaloi. Tapi kalau you beli tanah tu sebab you nak duduk rumah tu sekarang, bukan sekarang lah, maybe dalam masa 5 tahun ke 10 tahun ke, nak kumpul-kumpul duit, and then cost you tu lagi murah daripada beli rumah developer kat sebelah, walaupun rumah dia cantik tapi you punya lagi murah, then and you rasa you tak kisahlah, you tak nak pun duduk dengan orang terlalu kaya yang duduk kat developernya kawasan perumahan tu, you nak duduk dengan orang seangkatan, tak ada masalah, you kata macam itu, and then harga cost you pun murah separuh ke, murah 50% ke, murah 100% ke, then go ahead, tak ada masalah in my opinion for you to do that.
Alright, okay. So I think, wow, memang banyak soalan. Saya tengok kiri kanan soalan bertubi masuk. This is very, very good. Very interactive. I really love it. Alright, okay. So thank you so much for the sharing. I think dekat dalam YouTube channel pun memang terlalu banyak soalan yang tanya dan kita tak boleh nak layan semua because masa sangat-sangat suntuk untuk kita punya speaker dan juga untuk speak home. Tapi tak apa, I think all this will be answered in the next content by our speaker. So saya tahu every week memang akan ada banyak content betul tak? Yang akan dikeluarkan.
Yes.
Yep. Dan saya sendiri pun memang one of the subscriber. Saya sendiri pun masih lagi belajar how to bina my profile kewangan and all. Very interactive. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to the a bit of promotion before kita nak end the session tonight. Okay, kepada sesiapa yang belum lagi daftar untuk kita punya next sesi webinar Ringgit Hack Live Show, please do so, okay, sebab kita bukan sahaja hari ni, besok ada lagi beberapa sesi, esok malam pun kita ada lagi dengan pakar hartanah. Beliau merupakan one of the financial Islamic financial punya planner. Esok kita jemput, okay, so you are welcome untuk join kita punya. Apa lagi? Okay, subscribe kita punya YouTube channel sebab kita akan berikan kepada anda free fire blanket dan juga fire extinguisher. Dan selain itu juga jangan lupa pergi subscribe YouTube channel Financial Faiz because a lot of content yang sangat-sangat best boleh dapat kat situ, senang faham. So you should subscribe also. Okay. Dan seterusnya kepada dekat sini kalau sesiapa ada landlord, okay, yang mungkin nak ambil peluang untuk dapatkan insurance upgrade secara percuma oleh Speak Home, just daftarkan anda punya interest dekat dengan link yang tim saya dah share kat dengan dalam chat box, okay. Anda hanya perlu ikankan property anda. Dalam masa beberapa hari kita akan reimburse kepada anda voucher free insurance, okay. Itu untuk landlord. Kepada tenant, anda boleh dapatkan free utility percuma. Okay, boleh join kontes ini di mana kita nak bagi anda sehingga RM60,000 free utility. Setiap minggu kita ada pemenang, setiap minggu seorang pemenang ada RM600 yang boleh menang cash free utility. So why not boleh try benda ni, boleh try kontes ini kepada tenant. Okay, untuk landlord pun boleh juga try untuk dapat kita punya voucher insurance secara percuma. Dan last but not least, thank you so much everyone for joining us. Saya sangat-sangat happy malam ni sebab Tuan Faiz memang banyak sangat ilmu share dengan kita. Saya harapkan semua yang menonton di YouTube, di Facebook, di webinar room dan semua social media platform dapat manfaat lah pada malam ini. Don't forget untuk join kita punya Speak Home Ringgit Hack live show yang seterusnya esok dan juga minggu depan. Okay, kerana kita ada banyak lagi konten menarik untuk anda. That's all from us. Thank you so much. Selamat malam dan jaga SOP semua. Thank you everyone.